If you want to master ComfyUI without wading through hours of dry and confusing tutorial, stop right here. This is the only video you need to learn everything about ComfyUI, from getting started as a total beginner to building advanced professional level workflows. Whether you are looking to make stunning images, dynamic video content, or experiment with AI audio, I will cover all in this ComfyUI tutorial series. By the end, you will feel right at home using one of the top creative tools. So stick with me till the end. So to install ComfyUI, just type in the search ComfyUI and go to the download section and click here from download for Windows and install it in your computer. After installing ComfyUI, go to Civit AI, click on this link and type in the search bar JuggernautXL. Click on the JuggernautXL model and from here download it. Go to the document folder, click on the ComfyUI models and download the checkpoint in the checkpoint folder. I have already downloaded it. After downloading it, open your ComfyUI. Now before starting to create a workflow, let's understand what is ComfyUI. So ComfyUI is like a magic wand for creating stunning AI generated artwork with ease. At its core, ComfyUI is a node-based graphical interface built on top of Stable Diffusion, a state-of-the-art deep learning model that generates images from text description. But what makes truly ComfyUI special is how it empowers artists like you and me to unleash your creativity and bring your wildest ideas to life. So let's start by generating a simple image. So I have given a prompt of beautiful girl with red rose in her hand in black dress. So I'm just going to keep the seed as 2025, keep the control after generation by fixed. I am keeping the image size 512 by 512. To generate the image, click on run. So as you can see, it has generated a beautiful girl with black dress and red rose in her hand. So if you want to generate a different image, just change the seed and it will generate a different image. So just click on run. You can check how much time it took to generate this image. Just click on here and you can see it took only 2.46 seconds to generate this image with the model JuggernautXL. So in this way, you can generate the image with the basic workflow. For advanced workflow, just check out my other videos. So let's understand what each node does and what are their uses. The ComfyUI workflow consists of two basic building blocks, the nodes and the edges. The lines are called the edges and these rectangle boxes are called the nodes. Each node executes specific codes and requires inputs, outputs, and parameters. And edges are the wires connecting the outputs and inputs between nodes. So the basic controls of using the ComfyUI, you can zoom in and out with the scroll mouse button, and you can hold the input and output dots to create the connection. So I am going to just delete this connection and just click here and drag to the next node. It will just connect the node. To move around the workflow, just left click on the workspace and drag. You can just navigate from the left mouse button. So this is the basic control. From load checkpoint, you can select the model. As you can see, I have downloaded some different models. For now, we are using JuggernautXL model, which is very fast. It creates beautiful images with high quality result. This is the clip text encodes. The upper one where we put positive prompt, the lower one is where we put negative prompt. This is the K sampler where the image generation process took place, and this is the VA decode, which decode the process which K sampler has done and it generate the images. So this was the gist of the image generation process which I gave you and the basic understanding. And we are again going to deep dive into the advanced understanding of each node, of what each node does and how it works in the background. And I'm going to make you understand each and every parameter, what its functions and why they are used and why they are there in the workflow. From here on, we are going to be more technical about it. So just bear in mind, if you feel like I am a little faster, just decrease the speed to 0.75. If you feel like I am slower, just increase the speed of the video. So let's get started. So let's understand what is ComfyUI. ComfyUI is like having a magical box for creating stunning AI generated artwork with ease, like images, videos, and you can also generate sound. At its core, ComfyUI is a node-based graphical user interface built on top of Stable Diffusion, a state-of-the-art deep learning model that generates images from text description. But what makes ComfyUI truly special is how it empowers artists like us to unleash your creativity and bring your wildest ideas to life. Imagine a digital canvas where you can construct your own unique image generation workflow by connecting different nodes, each representing a specific function or operation. It's like building a visual recipe for your AI generator masterpiece. If you want to generate an image or video from scratch using a text prompt, there is a node for that as well. You just need to apply a specific sampler or fine-tune the noise level. Simply add the corresponding nodes and watch the magic happen. But there is the best part. But the best part is ComfyUI breaks down the workflow into rearrangeable elements, giving you the freedom to create your own custom workflows tailored to your artistic vision. It's like having a personalized toolkit that adapts to your creative process. So let's quickly talk about the benefits of using ComfyUI. So ComfyUI is a lightweight, it runs fast and efficiently. It is also flexible and highly configurable to suit your needs. And the transparent data that flow is visible and easy to understand. And you can share your files with anyone. Like the workflow is easily shareable. If you want to get workflow to generate image videos, just join my Discord channel and you can get it for free in the workflow section. And it is also good for prototyping. You can create prototypes with a graphic interface instead of coding. The only drawbacks of using ComfyUI are inconsistent interface. Each workflow may have a different node layout and it has a too much detail, so the average users may not need to know the underlying connection. But I will show you in this video and let you understand how those connection works, what each node does. The load checkpoint node in ComfyUI is crucial for selecting stable diffusion model. A stable diffusion model consists of three main components: the model, the clip, and the VAE. So let's explore each component and its relationship with the corresponding nodes in ComfyUI. First, we will talk about the model. The model component is the noise predictor model that operates in the latent space. It's responsible for the core process of generating images from latent representation. In ComfyUI, the model output of the load checkpoint node connects to the K-sampler node where the reverse diffusion process takes place. The K-sampler node uses the model to denoise the latent representation iteratively, gradually refining the image until it matches the desired prompt. So this is the clip loader. The clip stands for contrastive language image pre-training. So clip is a language model that processes the positive and negative prompts provided by the user. It converts the text prompts into a format that the model can understand and use to guide the image generation process. The clip output of the load checkpoint node connects to the clip text encode. The clip text encode nodes takes the user provided prompts and feed them into clip language model, transforming each word into embeddings. These embeddings capture the semantic meaning of the words and enable the model to generate images that aligns with the given prompt. And the third one is the VAE. VAE stands for Variational Auto Encoder. It is responsible for converting the image between the pixel space and latent space. It consists of an encoder that compresses the image into a lower dimensional latent representation and a decoder that reconstructs the image from latent representation. In the text to image process, the VAE is used only in the final step to convert the generated image from the latent space back to the pixel space. The VAE decode node in ComfyUI takes the output of the K-sampler node, which operates in the latent space, and uses the decoder part of the VAE to transform the latent representation into the final image in the pixel space. It's important to note that the VAE is a separate component from the clip language model. While clip focuses on processing text prompts, the VAE deals with the conversion between the pixels and the latent space. I know this is a bit of a hectic to understand, but if you're not able to understand what I mean, just wait till the end of the video where we will understand each and everything step by step as well. So these are the clip text encode. In the start of the video, I just gave you the gist of these things. Now we will go into detail and its technical standpoints. The clip text encode node in ComfyUI is responsible for taking the user provided prompts and feeding them into the clip language model. Clip is a powerful language model that understands the semantic meaning of words and can associate them with visual concepts. When a prompt is entered into the clip text encode node, it undergoes a transformation process where each word is converted into embeddings. These embeddings are high-dimensional vectors that captures the semantic information of the words. By transforming the prompts into embedding clip, enables the models to generate images that accurately reflect the meaning of the intent of the given prompt. And this is the empty latent image node. In the text-to-image process, the generation starts with a random image in the latent space. This random image serves as a initial state for the model to work with. The size of the latent image is proportional to the actual image size. So whatever size you give, it will generate the image of that size. So in ComfyUI, you can adjust the height and width of the latent image to control the size of the generated image. Additionally, you can set the batch size to determine the number of images generated in each run. So from here, you can select the batch size. So if you select the batch size like 4, it will generate 4 images at a time. The optimal size for latent image depends on the specific stable diffusion model being used. For SD version 1.5 models, the recommended size are 512 by 512 or 768 by 768. While for SDXL models, the optimal size you can generate images is 1024 by 1024. So ComfyUI provides a range of common aspect ratio to choose from. It's important to note that the width and height of the latent image must be divisible by 8 to ensure compatibility with the model architecture. So let's talk about the VAE now. So VAE stands for Variational Autoencoder. It is a crucial component in the stable diffusion model that handles the conversion of images between the pixel space and the latent space. It consists of two main parts, an image encoder and the image decoder. The image encoder takes an image in the pixel space and compresses it into a lower dimensional latent representation. This compression process significantly reduces the data size, allowing for more efficient process and storage. For example, an image size of 512 by 512 can be compressed down to a latent representation of size 64 by 64. On the other hand, the image decoder, also known as the VAE decoder, is responsible for reconstructing the image from the latent representation back into the pixel space. It takes the compressed latent representation and expands it to generate the final image. So using a VAE offers several advantages. First is the efficiency. By compressing the image into a lower dimensional latent space, the VAE enables faster generation and shorter training time. The reduced data size allows for more efficient processing and memory usage. The second is the latent space manipulation. So the latent space provides a more compact and meaningful representation of the image. This allows for more precise control and editing of image details and style. By manipulating the latent representation, it becomes possible to modify specific aspects of the generated image. I know I am going a bit technical, but it is necessary to understand each and everything in background, how each node process and what it does. So just bear for now and try to understand. You can pause and slow the video, and you can rewind the video to understand what I am saying. So however, there are also some disadvantages to consider. The first one is the data loss, and the second one is the limited capturing of original data. So during the encoding and decoding process, some details of the original image may be lost. The compression and reconstruction steps can introduce artifacts or slight variation in the final image compared to the original. For example, the hands will not come correct, or maybe 2 nose or 4 eyes. So these things may happen. So you can just increase the steps for that. And also limited capturing of the original data. The lower dimensional latent space may not be able to fully capture all the intricate feature and details of the original image. Some information may be lost during the compression process, resulting in a slightly accurate representation of the original data. So despite all these limitations, the VAE plays a vital role in the stable diffusion model by enabling efficient conversion between the pixel spaces and the latent spaces, so facilitating faster generation and more precise control over the generated image. So if you understood till now, just comment and let me know you have understood everything. And let's understand about the K sampler now. So the K sampler node in ComfyUI is the heart of the image generation process in Stable Diffusion. It is responsible for denoising the random image in the latent space to match the user provided prompt. The K-sampler employs a technique called reverse diffusion, where it iteratively refines the latent representation by removing noise and adding meaningful details based on the guidance from the clip embedding. K-sampler nodes offer several parameters that allows user to fine-tune the image generation process. The first one is the seed. The seed value controls the initial noise and the composition of the final image. By setting a specific seeds, users can achieve reproducible result and maintain consistency across multiple generations. So if you want your seed to be 2025, just set as 2025 and from here choose to fix. So your seed will not change, it will remain as fixed. Or if you want to keep it random, decrement, and you can also set as randomize. So whenever you generate your image, the randomize will do like it will randomize your seed value. So if you want to keep it as fixed, you can keep it as fixed. So it will generate the same image every time you run the prompt. So the control after generate these parameters determine the how seed values changes after each generation. It can be set to randomize, generate a new random seed for each run. It can be set to increment. It will increase the seed value by 1, or you can keep it as fixed as I explained earlier to keep the seed value constant. And the steps is the number of sampling steps determines the refinement process intensity. Higher value result in fewer artifacts and more detailed images, but also increasing the generation time. So if you increase it by 30, it will increase the generation time of your image. So I mostly keep it as 20 or 30 in between. The sampler name. So these parameters allow users to choose the specific sampling algorithm used by the K-sampler. So different sampling algorithms may yield slightly different results and have varying generation speed. So mostly I keep it as Euler most of the time, or I also use the DMPP2M. Just play around and whatever you like you can keep it, but mostly I keep it as Euler. And the sampler name and the scheduler. So the scheduler controls how the noise level changes at each step of the denoising process. So it determines the rate at which noise is removed from the latent representation. And the denoise parameter sets the amount of initial noise that should be erased by the denoising process. A value of 1 means that all noise will be removed from, resulting in a clean and detailed image. So mostly for text to image, I keep it as 1. For when I upscale my image, I keep it between 0.8 to 0.9. So by adjusting these parameters, you can fine tune the image generation process to achieve the desired result you want. So now are you ready to embark on your ComfyUI journey? So whatever you need to understand the basics of ComfyUI is all this and its technical viewpoint. Now we are going to create a text to image workflow. So this is the basic workflow for text to image generation. So now we are going to clear this workflow and create a new workflow from scratch. And I will also show you how to connect these nodes to each other. So just clear this workflow, press OK. Now double click here on the empty canvas and type load checkpoint. So as you can see, you can just click on the selected node, load checkpoint, and it will create the node. And from here we are going to select the model which we have downloaded, which is JuggernautXL, which I have shown in the start of the video. Now we are going to create the text clip encoder. So now type clip text encode, click on here and it will just create the node. So to duplicate this, just press Alt and left mouse button and click and drag. It will just duplicate it. Now we are going to connect these clips. So from clip to clip. And you can also give these nodes a color. So for positive prompt, I am going to give it a color green, and for negative prompts, I am going to give this color red. And you can also rename this. So I am going to rename it as negative prompt. So to rename it, you just have to double click on it. So as you can see, just double click here and you can rename it from here. So type it as positive prompt. Now after that, just let's create a K sampler. So type K sampler and create the K sampler, and we are going to connect the positive to positive and negative to negative, and from the load checkpoint node just click the model and connect the model to model. Okay, now we are going to take a empty latent node. So type empty latent here, and we are going to connect the latent to latent, and you can keep the seed as randomized. Just I am giving a seed to 2025 and keeping the steps to 20, CFG to 8, sampler name to Euler, scheduler to simpler, and I am keeping the denoise value to 1. And now I am going to just generate a image size with 512 by 512, and I am going to generate only one image. Now let's create a VAE decode node and connect the sample latent to sample, connect the load checkpoint node VAE to VAE decode node. Now we will create a save image node and connect the image of the VAE decode node to save image node of the image, and you can rename it from here whatever name you want to give. So I'm just keeping it as ComfyUI, and whatever image is generated here, it will save your image in the document output folder of your ComfyUI folder. Now everything is set. Let's give the negative prompt as text and watermark. So we don't need any text on our image and watermark on our image. And we are going to give the prompt white tiger in a jungle, and now let's run it. So as you can see, it has created a white tiger in a jungle. So the image size is very low, so it is creating a little blur images. You can give a detail prompt as well to create a detail image. So let's check how much time it took to generate. So it took 13 seconds to generate. So whenever you run any model at the start, it will take more time, and after you generate the second image, it will take less time. Run again and let's check the time. So as you can see, the earlier it took 13 seconds, now it is taking 2.44 seconds, and it has created a new image. Now let's create a beautiful girl in a jungle. So now I have given the prompt beautiful girl in a jungle. Now let's run it. It has created an uncensored image. I am going to blur it because YouTube will give me copyright strike. You can also create uncensored images. So I am just going to add one prompt, make in a white dress. So now I have given the prompt beautiful girl in a jungle in a white dress. So as you can see, it has created the image beautiful girl in the white dress. So in this way you can play around with this. Now let's move on to the next workflow. I will save this workflow and add it in my Discord channel, so you can get this workflow from the Discord channel for free. Just click on the link in the description to join my Discord channel, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, comment, and if you have any questions, comment and let me know. I will try to solve. So to save this workflow, just click here, go to file, click on save as, give this any name. So I am going to keep it name as episode 7 text to image basic workflow, and I'm going to click on confirm. The workflow has been saved. So to navigate your workflow, go to ComfyUI, click on user, click on default, click on workflows. Your workflow will be saved here. You can create folders and keep your workflow in another folder as well. So now we are going to create the image to image workflow. So to create the image to image workflow, we need to replace this. So we are not going to use this empty latent image. We are going to create a load image node. Now we will need the VAE encode node, and I am going to connect the image to the pixel VAE to the VAE, this latent to the latent image, and now I will delete this empty latent image. So this is the image to image workflow. In this way you can use. Now so for advanced image to image workflow, watch episode 3 of ComfyUI tutorial series. You will also get the advanced workflow. I will just show you the advanced workflow of the ComfyUI tutorial series. So this is the advanced workflow. So from here just select the image like this. So in this workflow, I have shown you how to generate images and make art directable images using flux context, using GGUF model. So I have given the prompt, change the hair color to blue, maintaining the character. Now just run this. So as you can see, I have told in the prompt to change the hair colors. As you can see, the previous hair color and the new hair color. it kept everything intact. In this way, you can use the image to image workflow. In the future video, I will also show you different other techniques. So these are all the basic things you need to know to get started. In the other episode, I have given the advanced workflow for the ComfyUI. So don't forget to watch those videos. Now let's move to the tips and tricks, some shortcuts you can use to make your work faster and easy. If you encounter any missing nodes, like whenever you open my workflow, I have installed some custom nodes. So if you find any custom nodes missing, it will show red color. So for example, I have opened one workflow. If you have this warning, like this red color warning, it means that you have a missing custom node. To check the missing custom nodes and install the missing custom nodes, just click on the manager from here, click on custom nodes, and from here filter, select missing. So this will filter out the missing custom nodes, and you can just click on install and it will install that custom node. After installing, just restart your ComfyUI, again open that workflow. So in this way you can install the missing custom node. Whenever you open ComfyUI, always update your custom nodes. To update your custom nodes, you can find here update all custom nodes. After updating all custom nodes, just restart again and refresh your browser. To load that custom nodes, just same as you load the other nodes, just click on here, type like GGUF. GGUFs are the custom nodes which I have installed. In this way, you can just call the custom node. Let's say if you want to copy this load checkpoint node, just press Ctrl C and you can paste by pressing Ctrl V. And I have also shown you the Alt and left mouse button drag. So in this way, you can also copy and paste the node. If you want to copy and paste with the input connection, just press Ctrl C, press Ctrl Shift and V to paste with the input connection. To select the multiple nodes, just press Ctrl and left mouse button and it will select all the nodes which are there in the dotted box. And from here, as I have shown you, you can give the colors to the nodes. Like I am giving this as black. You can also bypass by clicking here. This means it will bypass everything. The case sampler will not work. You can unbypass also as well from clicking here. You can delete it from here. You can get the information help from here. All the information of these nodes will be here. To minimize those nodes, like for example, if you want to minimize this node, just click on this dotted button. So it will just minimize it. It will look a clean workspace. For example, I am not going to use the VAE. So I am going to click here, make it smaller to fit in my workspace. It looks a lot more cleaner. So in this way, you can organize your workflow as well. You can also make it shorter and bigger. Like whatever node you want, you can make it shorter and bigger by dragging it like this. So if you want to change the size of this node, just click here and drag from the left mouse button. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just join the Discord channel and also you can comment. To get the workflows, join my Discord channel. Whatever questions you have, just comment. Everything's links in the description. See you guys. Bye bye.